Yes, this is Shelsley Walsh, the hill climbing venue. You can just see the cars in the distance going up the hill. It's the oldest racing venue in the country, England. They've been racing here for I don't know how long. And they're having the XK party, 70th anniversary of the XK mark. And they're starting to arrive now. This is just the car park, but they're all coming in. They're going to be several hundred. They're talking about 700 XKs, and they're arriving right now. And there's 5 here now. All immaculate, and they're queuing up to get in. It's going to be a wonderful day. We're going to try and interview a few owners, just see what happens. Like with some foreign plates. Hello, how far have you come?
Come from Strasbourg.
Where?
Strasbourg, from France.
Oh, very good. How far?
Yeah.
Very nice.
There we go.
Hey mate, we're on for this then.
Sorry, what's that?
We're going for this.
Well, are you entering in the show? I think they'll let you in with it being an XK.
Yeah.
Have you come far?
Cheltenham.
Cheltenham, very nice.
Thank you.
Lovely. Have a good one. Have you come far?
North Lancashire.
Oh, that's a good drive.
Yeah, I came down Friday.
Oh, right, okay.
Here yesterday.
You stayed over?
Yeah, go back tomorrow. Make a proper weekend of it.
Yeah, why not? It's a lovely, that's a lovely red colour.
Carmen red.
Right.
I remember it from 1961, the first time I saw an E-Type in this colour.
Right.
On my way to school. Never forgotten it.
So it's your boyhood dream to own one. Now you've got it.
Yeah, £500 I paid for it.
What, this?
30 years ago.
Amazing.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. My wristbands are flying away. You've got a programme,
yeah,
have you?
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, it's a different one today?
Yeah, I got something on as well.
Okay. Turn the end off that one for you.
£500 30 years ago. They're probably worth 70 now.
Oh, I'm hoping it will. It was this morning and it's got a bit crazy now. Hopefully. Oh, thank you. Morning, you okay?
Good morning. Are you come far?
Belgium.
Oh, you're from Belgium. Have you making a holiday of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice car. No trouble. Got here okay.
Yesterday, have you got any for today? You went for yesterday? Yes, Saturday.
I'll try and catch up with you later inside. You could tell me about the Belgium club. Have you got a Jag? Oh, there's a few of you.
No, they are the French club.
Oh, right, okay.
We're connected together.
How many are there?
Belgium.
Just one.
Thank you. Are you okay? Have a lovely day. Thank you.
Bonjour. I'm afraid that's the only French I know.
There we go. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.
Hello. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Is that all?
Yes. Have you on holiday? Brought it. There's a few from France. Very nice car.
Hey, thank you very much.
Hello, you okay? There we go. Have a lovely day. Thank you.
This is an XK 140 right-hand drive from 1955. Found in a barn, restored, absolutely immaculate. I do.
It's a bit of a cheat being here, really. But
Well, you sneaked it in, haven't you?
I have,
Is it, what is it? A Daimler? What model is it?
it's the best engine that they ever made. It's the big Majestic Major with a big 4.5 litre V8.
Very good.
It's not actually a Jag engine, but don't grass me up.
No. Okay, I won't tell anybody. It might be on YouTube, but nobody will know.
Do you know what? It was the second fastest saloon they made next to the 3.8 Mark II manual overdrive. Does 123 mile an hour,
Fantastic.
and it's 60 in 9 seconds. They're unbelievable. And William Lyons hated them.
Well, I've got a YouTube channel, so if you want,
that'd be really kind.
If you want to interview me later, I'll do an interview.
Yes,
with
because I write a few articles on them and stuff, and I mean, I've got about 20 cars. I was going to be, I've got a 26 Bentley, but I thought, well, I'll bring this, it's more appropriate-ish.
you. Right, I'll catch up with
No,
you
that's
later.
not, my name's Ernie.
Ernie, Peter.
Peter, I will, if
When you
I'm
see
not
me
here,
wandering round later,
I'll
do
be
it.
with the Mintex stand, actually. I'm the
Okay.
guest.
All right.
Take care.
Cheers.
Ollie, where's this person going? Or is it black car?
It's medium.
Okay. Alright. Mind you moving it back a little bit, please?
He's got problems. Or maybe that's normal. Normal for a 70-year-old car, perhaps.
Keep going. That'll do, yeah. Thank you. Good morning, this is Shelby Walsh, the hill climb event. There's hundreds of XK 120s here and 50s, and this one is for sale. You can buy it for, what's that, 79,000?
79,000.
The owner's here, and you could make him an offer. He's going to tell you about it.
This was originally an Idaho car, so exported to the US. Last month of production, August 54, 165th from last. I bought it, I'm the first UK registered owner 18 months ago. It's a pretty standard, honest car. It's had a paint refresh, new interior leather, new wire wheels. It's got a new soft top which is yet unfitted. It's a matching numbers car, which is quite important nowadays.
Yeah.
Only selling because I'm building a new house at the moment, so
Left-hand drive, isn't it?
left-hand drive. And once you've owned a few left-hand drives in the UK, actually I wouldn't convert it to right-hand drive, which was my original plan.
Yeah.
I think if you've got something which is not going to be hugely fast like a modern-day Porsche, Ferrari, left-hand drive's absolutely fine once you're used to it.
Yeah.
I think it protects the value, because also if you want to go continental touring,
Well, that'd be handy whenever you go abroad, isn't it?
it is. I mean, we've got a very big contingent here today from Switzerland, Austria, Germany, France. They represent most probably close to 100 of the XKs here.
Yeah. So you're hoping to sell it to one of them, are you?
I hope so. I mean, it's only paying in euros.
Yeah.
It's a bargain.
Yeah. That's right. The euro's quite strong at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. And wire wheels, lovely. So is it? Sorry, was it all original?
It's all original. I'm not sure it was originally wire wheels. I think it might have been originally spats with disc wheels.
Right.
But the rest of it is all original, yes.
How many miles has it done?
With these cars, you never know.
No.
It says 12,000. It could be 512,000.
As long as it runs and stops.
Exactly.
Has the brakes been upgraded? Because the,
No,
the
this-
120's got drum brakes, isn't it?
Yeah, still original drum brakes. Takes a bit of effort to stop it, but
Yeah.
when you're used to driving it, you just have a bigger following distance, that's all.
That's right.
It's actually quite good for the thighs.
It's good for the what, sorry?
For the thighs.
Oh, right, yes, good exercise.
Yeah,
I'll just have a look inside, interior.
sure.
Did you say you'd done the leather? Did you refurbish the leather?
I got it all like that. It was all done in the States. The body had what I call a paint refresh as opposed to
Right.
a proper wings off respray. Because where it was basically a dry state, corrosion wasn't a problem.
Right, okay.
When you look underneath and in the engine bay, clearly wasn't a problem. It's
No.
never had rust protection.
No,
They didn't need it there.
don't need it, did they? Yeah. Lovely. Where are you from?
We're originally from Southern Africa.
I was going to say, 'cause the accent is South African.
I've been here 25 years.
Oh, right,
As you can tell
okay.
by my fucking English accent.
Yeah,
BBC English, I think I like to
very
speak.
good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for showing us around, and I hope you sell it.
Thank you. Good luck.
Yeah. Okay, I've found the owner. Sorry, Adrian, was it?
Adrian, Temple Brown.
Adrian, he's going to tell us about this fantastic original XK.
That's right, it's an XK 140, and it's called Yorick. On
Yorick.
account of the fact he looks a bit like a skull. But generally talking to people, I think he needs to be converted back to a woman and have a female name.
Right.
So I picked him up in October at the NEC. I
Okay.
went there, just wait for that one to go past. I went there looking for an inspirational.
Somebody we'll just pause while the.
It's never gonna-
Okay, the car's gone past up the hill.
Okay, yeah, so saw him at the NEC looking for an inspirational car, having done up my Morris Minor 52 convertible and a Morris Oxford. Hadn't intended to buy one at all, but when I saw this one there, I was a bit smitten. So I went and had a chat with the guy that was selling it, And I said, you know, I'd really like to run it around like that for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Does it go? And he said, I don't know. It's just come in from California. And I said, okay, I'll give you a ring next week if you could let me know how the engine is and the gearbox and the diff, if it's a goer. So I called him a week later and he goes, yep, absolutely fine. There was new oil and everything. It all looks pretty good. And I said, okay, can you make it pass an MOT so I can drive it? And I'll take it off you. So 3 or 4 months later, after he'd done a fair bit of work, replaced all the rubbers, got it running. He drove for about 12-15 miles, said it was fine.
Yes.
Brought it back, and there he then sat in my garage, probably from November until last week, when I decided, I spoke to T and I said, right, I'm going to spend this week focusing on the Jag, because we really want to go to Shelsley. Because I don't know much about Jags. I've read probably 4 books about them since I've got him. And we need to go and look at lots of other Jags to see what he should look like, and then find some experts in order to work out how to restore him, if that's what I want to do.
Well, I've said to you, you should keep it as it is. It's a rat look, isn't it?
I think you're right.
This is you don't see many of them like this.
I've never seen an XK on the road until today, driving up here.
No,
as far as I can remember at all.
They're all immaculate. They've
That's
all
right.
been totally restored or totally original.
So I think what I'd like to do, is get it running, drive it around for 6 to 9 months to see if anything needs doing to the engine, the diff and the underside, but I think it's pretty good. And then I think he's going to have a new interior, so it's going to be the original red.
Yeah.
So I'll make the interior beautiful, that's stage 1.
Yeah.
And I think I've found a local veneering restorer, so I'll probably get the original stuff redone. I think the leather on the seats has to change, so I'll get those rear upholstered, and the carpets have to go, unfortunately. So yeah, so I'll keep all the original bits in a box, and hopefully I'll have a lovely inside, a functional underside, and then I'll think about either lacquering it as it is, or possibly going back to the original white. We'll
Okay.
see.
Can we have a look round it?
Let's do it.
This bodywork is fantastic.
It's quite special. Look, it's where I've been leaning
special.
over.
You don't
It's a bit
see many
polished.
like this, do you?
No. No. Look with this.
No rust.
Look, I looked on the web to see what you do if you don't have an air filter. So I've taken the classic approach.
Right.
We actually do have some tights on there right now. My air filter's about that long, and it's got a great big hole in it, and I can't quite figure out how to get it in there yet.
Right.
So that's why I need to talk to experts. I've got a list of things to buy. I haven't got a wheel spanner, never taken a wire wheel off before.
No. So you're going to have a problem if you have a puncture on the way
I'm
home.
going to have to ring someone if I have a puncture.
Yes.
Well, you obviously got here in one piece.
Yeah. No, it was a lovely ride. It was really, really comfortable.
Yeah?
I've only done little mile-long test runs with it not really working very well before, but today it was epic.
Which, is it an early 120?
It's the last of the 140s.
Oh, it's a 140.
Yeah.
So it's got disc brakes and things?
No, it's got drums all round. Yeah, I think they put the discs on the 150.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, and again, I think there's these carbs in here are the HS type, and they should be HD, so I'm a little bit confused. Again, I need to talk to someone. It is what it is, but...
You're brilliant, really, because I interview the owners and they know every single nut and bolt and everything, and you are completely naive.
I spent all yesterday trying
This
to get
is
it going.
really refreshing.
Yeah, I just learned what spark plugs do and what the numbers on them mean and why the ones I had in weren't right. So, yes, that made him actually go. He was running on 2 cylinders until yesterday for a long time. So yes, that all looks good. So I say I tweaked these 2 guys up, put the colour tunes in, and that seemed okay. But genuinely, I think we're going to have to, we're going to have to put some.
I think your partner's going to be a bit reluctant to sit in there, are you?
Oh, you love it, don't you? You love
But
it.
you're okay with that?
Yeah, she's all right. She's all right. I say, but sadly, it's a bit beyond. It's a bit beyond
You open the
resurrection,
door?
unfortunately.
Is it? Oh, it does open.
Oh yes. So my only other investment is a fire extinguisher so far, apart from the spark plugs.
Yes, it would be a shame to burn.
Yes. So it's all working in there, apart from the rev counter. But when I was looking through the set of parts, I do have a rev counter cable in the box, so maybe the cable's just not fitted. And again, I need to learn how the revs go against the drive. So.
And has it come from America?
It did, yes. It was in California. California stood for 35 years. I think it's one owner from new. I've got the original shipping documents.
Right.
And again, see if I can find out who had it and if he's got any history, and then any history related to the car.
You might be able to contact him, eh?
Yeah. So we did a lot of preparation, a lot of polishing, and most of our prep is in the boot, selecting the right set of spanners to bring with us.
I don't think there's much paint to polish, is there?
I think you're probably right there. I mean, yes, I am embarrassed about the number plates, but
Why? What's wrong with
we
it?
should have a decent type.
Oh, you should have a retro style
Yeah.
number plates, but you can sort that out later, can't you?
That's right. It was good, yeah. Discovered how many litres it takes on the way here.
Filled it up. Did you get a smell of petrol?
No.
So the tank's okay.
We've got some oil coming out. No, the tank's rust-free. It's
Yeah.
beautiful under there. Yeah, I made the mistake of accidentally putting some contaminated petrol in. So first thing this week was to drain the tank and then get it going again. So yeah, that was a bit of a dumb move.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to learn by
Turns out
experience, aren't you?
Yeah. But no, seriously, it really is a lovely drive, but I would like him to have a beautiful inside as a minimum, and then a beautiful underneath. So in my mind, I'd like to take the body off, make the underside. It's got no rust on him apart from down here. It's a little bit just there. I've scrabbled underneath. I had a hernia op about 4 weeks ago, so I haven't had a really good look. And he's too heavy for us to push in and out of the garage, so he's kind of been in there for a while.
Yeah.
So, but from what I've seen, I spent 20 minutes underneath with a torch, and I can't spot any rust. There's lots of hornets' nests under there and desert sand. But apart from that, I do have all the chrome for it, apart from the strip up here. So again, I asked them to redo the window seals. It's a shame, actually, because it had a bullet hole in the windscreen when I first saw it.
Bullet hole.
Just here, and if I could have, I would have driven it with that.
Yes.
But to get an MOT, you had to have a new one, unfortunately,
Right.
which was a real shame.
Oh, but you could get a plastic replica and stick it on the window,
I don't
can't
think
you?
that works with these cars.
Eh?
It's
Well, no,
working
you
for
can.
anything,
I'm
it's
sure
bad.
you can go in a shop and buy something that looks like bullets.
I'll have to ring him and ask him if he's still got the old windscreen. I want it.
Okay, this is the actual hill climb now. Shelsley Walsh Hill Climb, founded in 1901. A bit out of breath. It's the hill steep.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, isn't it?
Just to remind you that Philip is currently over in the XK70 Theatre and interviewing Peter Sargent and Peter Sutton, which promises to be most entertaining. At 12:15, all about you will be taking over the venue at the XK70 Theatre with Julian Barrett, Paul Brace of Eagle and John Stowe of Resto Gusto. And that's a technical seminar which will last for approximately 3/4 of an hour, and then John Stowe will be doing a presentation on his company Resto Gusto. One being his mother Pat, who was of course Pat Appleyard, and he will be interviewing his mother about her rallying experiences in NUB 120. NUB 120 has already been up the hill quite a few times this weekend, and I hope we'll see a bit more of it. It's probably the most famous 120 in many ways, and is still beautifully looked after by Jaguar Heritage Trust, who've also brought along LWK 707, the 7 days and 7 nights 120. I think. And it's wonderful to see you. That's looked after by Jaguar Heritage Trust, in their case. Lots and lots of patina. I don't think it's ever had a full restoration, which does seem to be a highly historic car, probably in many ways the most. Lots of wheels there, really going for it. Terrific, good stuff, that's what we like to see. Lots of enthusiasm. I often blame guys to the XK owners at that time, 20 years ago now, and I said, well, we better do something about it, so I blame it.
Okay. Norman, thank you. Okay. Do a good job. Well, I shall pick up. Don't want to be too technical. Right, Norman, here we go.
It's amazing.
Yes. Right. Okay. Got it. Okay. Oh. Thanks very much for that. Thank you.
Could you just explain what happened there?
William Lyons' son had 2 cars.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
John Lyons. This was his first car, his 21st birthday present.
Right.
This was his second car, 1951. He used an RAC Rally. In 1955 or 53.
53 cars, 55
55 got this. Then in 1955 he was on his way to Le Mans, and I learned something fascinating from Michael Turner. He came out of a petrol station next to Le Mans, and he was really hassled. The reason he was hassled, and this isn't printed, he had the trophy, the motorsport trophy, in the car in the Mark 7, and the customs had held him up. So he was really late and so he was in a hurry, and up the hill on the wrong side of the road and ran into the American military bus, the Mark 7, and it killed him.
Oh dear.
So this car lay for 3 years before it was sold to an American military guy, and then it went to the States. And being American military, the guy wrote down every single thing he did to it. So we've still got the logbook for the car. And then he sold it to his pal who was in the military. And then it went to one other American that I don't know. And then it went to Japan. And then Chris Keith Lucas brought it back.
All right.
And he brought it back to get it back into that condition there. Okay.
It's amazing.
Then we bought
its original colour.
That's its original colour. In Japan it was red. Was it? I've got a picture of
When
red.
it was new, it was grey.
Dove grey.
But it was black before we bought it.
Yeah.
But we still have the original seats that were in it.
Yeah.
Mum wanted to read them and I said, covers, it's not new seats. We just said,
Yeah. Anyway.
And Norman, was he the driver?
no, Norman Jewis was...
No, Norman Jewis was Jaguar Works test driver.
Right.
Who did 174 in Italy
I know.
testing 120s. That's the black one with the bubble on it.
Yeah.
Perspex bubble. But he's just told us there, he said they wouldn't take the 174, you had to have two runs.
Right.
So when he finished the run, his average was 172.4. I mean, how old is Norm? He's 94, is he not? 94.
His memory is...
And he comes out, his memory's sharper than mine.
Yeah. Brilliant.
We just listened to his lecture and it was fascinating.
I missed it, unfortunately.
So these are Lyons family cars. The founder of Jaguar. Both these
The girl
cars
did well.
were
The girl done well.
Lyons family, in the Lyons family.
And you own them now? Are you the owner?
Colin owns the black one,
Yeah.
and I own the green one.
Fantastic.
Okay. So there you go, Coventry registration.
Yeah.
Colin uses his all over the place. I'm starting to use mine all over the
Yes.
place. I've had mine for 13,
Well, we've got to
14
give it to
years.
me.
Ah, you've got to use them, haven't you?
Yes, that's
You've got to
So-
show us.
So I'm actually taking this back to Scotland tonight. And
Driving it?
No,
Or put it in a trailer?
No, we've got to put it in a trailer.
Yeah.
Okay. I've just had it fixed, and there's a few niggly bits. And it's been, surprisingly, it's been the Jaguar Classic Works, and it's got a few niggles, you know. And the most important thing is the tool bag that's in it, so I'm not driving it. I'm going to take it back to our workshop and go through it again myself.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So there you are. Two
Brilliant.
Lyons cars.
That actually owned by the Lyons family.
Lyons family.
Right. Well, thank you very much for commenting on that and filling me in because I missed the lecture.
Are you in the Jaguar Enthusiast Club?
Yeah. I've got a YouTube channel and I'll put this on YouTube.
I'm going to go to the Jaguar Enthusiast Club in Doon. That's why that's going back. So I'm going to go back to Scotland.
Right.
I'm going to take it to Doon this year. I've always wanted to do it. So I think the Enthusiast Club's at Doon July, beginning of July or something.
Okay.
Big Jaguar event.
You're going to be there. Well, my daughter lives in Inverkip in near. Is it fairly near?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it near there?
Weems Bay.
Yeah, Weems Bay.
My dad lived in Butte.
When's the show?
The show that
Because I'm going up there and visiting.
it's the beginning of July, somewhere around. But I'm going to check the Enthusiast
So
Club
I'll
webpage.
check it out. I might go.
Okay, so I'm going up to Doon with that car. And Colin, he's away. He lives up in Blairgowrie. Up
Okay.
that way anyway.
Well,
So he'll be away. Okay.
watch this space. We'll might see you later.
Thanks very
Thank you
much.
very much.
Thanks a
Cheers.
lot.
Okay. Take care going home. Be precious cargo. There's just so many XKs here. I would say there's at least 200. There's XKs wherever you look. Some restored, some not restored. Some immaculate. Some for sale. There's experts and novices. There's every single thing. It's been a wonderful show, and I'm just going to take the line of E-types before they all go home.
Just wanted.
You're on the video now.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's £15 fee, that.
Yeah, you can give it me later.
Didn't catch it on his lens because it's probably got a reflection. Oh!
You're busy cleaning it. What are you going in the show? Is it going on the?
No, we're off from cleaning service. We've done that.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, we've lost count today.
How much are you charging?
£15 for a waterless wash and 30 for the full works, pretty much.
There you go then. Have you done a few today, yeah?
Yeah, quite a few.
Because it is quite dusty.
Yeah.
Fancy, you get paid for cleaning them, that's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Eh? That's a good job.
Definitely hasn't hurt. A lot nicer to clean than not your modern stuff. Alright, got his key.
just taking a video of your stall. If you'd like to explain, I've got a YouTube channel with just Jaguars.
Oh, okay.
So obviously you do power steering for the attachments. I'm been allowed in this XK demonstration model, explaining this gentleman's going to explain the power steering and what he does. So turning the wheel now, it's very stiff, and then
So Peter, simply by turning the ignition on, that allows the actuator to work, and the ECU then switches on the unit and gives you your assistance.
I can feel it. Much easier. Very nice, I'm sure.
Like many of these older cars, they are quite heavy, and we do a full range that covers from the Mark 1, the Mark 2s, through all the XKs. It's generally speed sensitive, but we can also put in a little control knob like this one here, which allows you to vary the amount of assistance to make it a driver personal setting.
Cavalcade of XKs going up the hill now. XK Club and the enduring feel of the XK with this work out. 120 fixed head. 6 line. There's a car to be done.
I bought it because